Hey, what's up guys? James here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make $20 to $30 daily of cryptocurrency in passive income. Okay, so if you're watching this video before it hits about 20k views, good job, you're in on this early and there's tons of money to be made. If you're watching this video before it hits 100k views, then you're still good. There's still a lot of money to make. But basically, I'm just going to walk you through the steps. It's pretty easy to get going. It's actually more basic than you think. It's just that not many people know about this, okay? So yeah, stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm just here on my desktop now. I'm going to put a link in the description of the exchange I'm going to be using, this one right here. So if you just want to click on that down below, and then I can walk you through this, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create an account, and this is really quick. We're just going to sign up, all right? It takes like 30 seconds. All right, so I already have an account, so I'm just going to pretend here, right? You just go gmail.com, password, that's it, bing, bada, boop, pow, it's quick. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sign into your, just go to your email and then confirm it, and then there it is. So I'm just signing in here. Okay, so as you can see, I have about, $30 USD in this account, okay? And as you can see, it's paid out to me in all these different altcoins, right? So I have a little bit of KuCoin, I've here, in fact, let me show you something right here. Let me scroll down. Yeah, so you see, I'm paid out in my dividends in these little coins. And now okay, so now we're at the referral page. So as you can see here, you have a little code that you send people to refer, okay? Like I put this in the description, so you guys just use my referral code. And I have 28 people directly invited, 21 people indirectly invited, and 6 people indirectly invited because of those people. So it works to 3 levels, okay? So what that means is that if I directly invited about 28 people, those people invited 21 for me, and then those people invited 6 people for me. And how it works is, of the 28 people I invited, when they trade, I get 50% of their trading fees, okay? And as you can see, they pay me in these little coins, right? So look, I got like, a couple bucks of KCS, a couple bucks of Bounty. Okay, I got 12 bucks of worth of Ethereum and that kind of thing. And the great thing about this, guys, is that not only are you getting paid in cryptocurrency, which is a quickly growing kind of like market, but you're actually getting paid in coins that are going to moon. Like some of these coins, like let me show you here. Some of these coins have just gone up like 60, 70, 80% in like just in the past day, right? So I was paid about 20 bucks USD initially for my first payout after 4 days of like doing this referral stuff, after setting this up for 30 minutes, and now that's turned into 30 bucks USD. So look at this, like look at all these coins, man. Like Dragon, look how much that's up by, right? And you can actually look at the graph here. See, that's crazy. See, and the craziest part about this is because of this referral program, KuCoin, because of this referral program, they're the fastest growing exchange. So that means that all these cryptocurrencies that you have are going to go up, and they're going to go up fast. So if you get in on this like quickly, then that means that like you have a good shot of making some big money in this. And okay, so now look at this. So how does it work, right? So you invite people directly, and you make 50% of their trading fees. Then they invite people directly. So then in the second level, the people you indirectly invite, you get 25% of the trading fees. And then the third level, you get 12.5% of those guys' trading fees, right? So as you can see here, but the 20 people I've invited, they've invited 21 and 6 for me, but that's going to get bigger and bigger. And eventually that's probably going to get into the hundreds. And especially if I turn the amount of invites I have into 100, that's going to get into, maybe even the 500s or the thousands. Okay. And as you can see, with just like I got an extra 8 today, and I haven't gotten the second payout yet, but my first payout after inviting 21 people, my first payout after 4 days was about 20 bucks US. Okay. So that's, you think about that. So the question is, how do I get people to join my referral links? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your referral link and you're going to go to websites like 4chan, Biz, or something like that. Okay, and then what you're going to do, this is a little slow, but yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a post on there. Okay, and you're gonna say, hey, in this thread I'm going to teach you guys how to get rich. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make a blog, and then you're going to explain this program. Or you can just link them to my YouTube video and then post your referral link, okay? And then what you do is you make a post and you comment on it a bunch of times and get it up there, and then people just buy right into it. And that's how I got the majority of my referrals. That's how I made most of my money, okay? And that's how I got the 20 referrals in one day with about 30 minutes of work. Okay guys, just to recap here, all right? So this is how the whole referral program works. I'm just going to illustrate for you, okay? So yeah, so you look at this, right? So you have yourself at the top, okay? And then what happens is when you refer someone below you, like let's say, let's take for example right here, he refers 5 people or whatever, right? What'll happen is you'll make money from them, and then they'll refer people, and you'll make money from the people they refer, and the people they refer will refer people, and you'll make money 3 levels down, okay? This works to 3 levels, and that's why this is so great, right? So as you know, I've invited about 28 people right now, and those people invited me an extra 27 people. But eventually it's going to turn into, what I estimate to be closer to 100, or even 500. And if I increase the amount of people that I invite to 100, then, it's exponential, right? Really? So like, look at this, right? So if the 5 guys that I invite, each on average invite, 3 people, and then what happens is those 3 people, like each on each guy, invite like, on average 3 or like 5 people each, then here, as you can see, this is why you can make crazy money with this, okay? So like, look at this here, okay? So, look at that. So on the top row, I have 5 people. On the second row, I have, what's that, 12 people, and then on the bottom row, I have it's exponential. I have like 40 or like 50, right? And think about it for a second. I only invited 5 people in this one, but in reality I invited 28 people, and then those 28 people in the second row have invited 21 for me. So I'm expecting the third row to be somewhere, in around 80 to 100, right? And that's the thing, right? With only 46 people invited indirectly and directly, I managed to, or actually even only about 40 people invited directly and indirectly, I managed to pull in, $25 US, which ended up turning into about $32 US, and it's going to keep going in 4 days. Okay. So what that means is that I'm making, on average about $7-8 a day. And that's just getting started. And that's going to double. And that's, in fact, I'm going to be making 10 times as much. So look at this. Okay. So on the top, you have yourself, right? And then you have, let's say you have 5 people you refer. Okay. And that's the row under that. Okay. And they earn you 5% each. Or if you earn 50% of their trading fees. Okay. And then on the row below that, okay, you earn 25% of those guys' trading fees, and then on the row even below that, you earn 12.5% of those guys' trading fees, okay? So then let's say, hypothetically, what if 1 or 2 of the guys on the top row, what if they trade $1,000? If they just make one or 2 trades, or maybe they don't have that much money and they make, make 1 trade, and I mean, and the thing is, it's not uncommon for people to do, 100K or 200, even $1 million worth of trades per day. Okay. It's like, there's nothing crazy about that, especially if they're a day trader. So look at that, $100 or $1,000, they're charged $10 in fees, and then you get 50%, so you get $5. Okay. And then let's say on the second row right here. Okay. Look at this. On the second row, you have, in total, all, 3 guys altogether trade 20 grand of fees in a day, right? And then they get charged, $200 for that. Well, what happens is what you profit from that, like in the end, is 12.5% of that. So you end up getting, $50. Or you end up getting $40, unless my math is wrong. It's a bit late, And then, let's say, and that's just the second row. Let's say on the bottom row here, these guys, like all 100 of these guys, they all together, they trade 100K or something like just ridiculous, right? Well, what happens is they get charged, $1,000 in fees, and then you get 12.5% of that, right? So So if they're, if they're charged $1,000 in fees, then you'll get, 50, 20, you'll get, yeah, see, look at this, you'll get $125 from that. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So if you add, so basically what I mean is if you invite, 10 people, and then you just wait, and those people invite for you 50, and then those 50 people invite, a couple hundred, you'll be making, realistically, anywhere from like $50, or I'd say, let's be reasonable, you'll be making anywhere from like $25 to $30 to, up to maybe even $300 a day. If look at this, if one of these people on this entire list ends up being a lucky one, and he's a whale, boom, there you go. You're gonna make, an extra $300 a day. So here's another thing that I'm gonna write about, okay? And it's the KuCoin, the KuCoin coin, okay? So if you hold KuCoin on the KuCoin exchange, you get rewarded in dividends. And I believe, last time I checked, I believe the dividend is about 10% yearly or even more, something like that, okay? Now here's the thing. This is a curve. I just drew for you a curve of what like the KuCoin exchange is going to look like in terms of growth. It's going to kind of follow Bitcoin, right? It's going to go up, and it's going to crash, and it's going to get up higher, and then it's going to kind of slowly level out, right? And now those two green arrows, that's where we are there. So if you invest in KuCoin and you put all your money into KuCoin at 10, and you're rewarded 10% a year, well, that's 10% to the, like, and if KuCoin grows 4 times, that's 10% to the power of 4, potentially, unless my math is wrong, but that just goes to show how crazy it is and how much money there is to make in this, and worst case scenario, if you're paid out $30 a day of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's I estimate Bitcoin to go 4 times within like the next year or two, or maybe even 3 years, we'll see. Well, there you go, you're pulling $120 a day. It's crazy. You could theoretically retire off of this KuCoin exchange, and it's, I'm excited to see what you guys can do with it. Okay, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more money making tips like this. I'm gonna be coming out with a lot of these, and none of these are scams. Okay, these are legit things that I use, and I can even prove it. Okay, and here's what's more. If you show proof that you sign up under my referral link, I will send you some coins for free. Just post your address down below and comment a picture of